Hello guys, in today's tutorial we are going to see how to create a webcam application using C#. So first of all, I'm going to create a new project which I will name webcam. So let me call it, so I'm going to select, we're going to use Windows Form application. I'll call it web camera. Okay, let me specify the location where I need to save my project. I'll come to this PC and disk C. Inside project, I already created a folder which I name web camera. So this is why I want my packages to be saved. Then I'll go to OK. So it's going to take few seconds to launch my first form. All right. So I'm going to rename this form. I want it to be called as FM web camera. All right. This is how I want it to be to be called. Let me also go to rename the name of this the text of this form. I'll say web camera. All right, I think this is fine. Now I need to design now my form. Let me get two uh, group box here. Okay, let me try to launch the software. All right, so if it's launched, this is how it's going to look like for now, because we haven't put anything special here. But I need this software to be in the middle whenever I launch it. So I'm just gonna change this start position. I'll go for center parent. Let me try to execute or see if that it become effective. Not yet, sorry. Just to be something totally different. It's not this one. Position, okay, or is it actually center screen? All right, should be in the middle of the screen. Good. So now that we managed to do the design of our form, let me now go to add a package which will help me to deal with the images. So the package that will help me deal with the images is called Emgu CV. So I'll go to project and then manage NuGet packages. So I have to download one package here. You must make sure that you got internet with you. Me, I got my internet. I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. So you need Wi-Fi or you need internet for you to be able to download that package. So it's EMGU CV. Then you click on, oh, sorry, I have to come to browse. Then you type EMGU CV. All right, so this is the package that we are looking for. I'm going to double click on it. And then once you double click, it will ask you to install. So let me install. It's going to take few minutes, and if it asks a question, you just have to give allowance. So by clicking by clicking to yes if it asks you that question. All right, so it asks this question. I have to click on OK. then it will take few moments to install this package. So I can see that this package has been installed. That is fine. Let me close this window here. Now I need to put code which will help me to do the streaming for my webcam to start working. So first of all, let me go to text editor. I have to make use of namespace. So these two namespace here will help us to manipulate images for us to be able to do our webcam. So the next step, I have to create variable here, which I'll make use of this variable. These are Boolean variable. Now I have to make use of the form load. So for the rest of this application, I already created the source code. I'm just gonna make use of it. I'll copy and paste to make the video a bit short. So after I've created this variable, I have to make use of them by uh, putting them on the loading event of this phone. So I'm gonna put them here on loading event of the phone. And then next step, I have to now to create a variable, no, not a variable actually, a function or a method which will help us to do the streaming. So I already created that method. I'm just gonna copy and paste it here. Let me, okay, this is after the form has been loaded. So this is the method that I created. The next step, so you can see that it's underlining because why? Because this is the name of the picture preview. Picture box that I just created. So it's underlined because it's not corresponding with what is on my phone. Let me go to see how did I rename this one. Just going to copy, sorry. Just going to copy the way I rename it. Then I'll get back to my code editor, to my text editor, and then I'm going to paste the way I name it on my form. You can see it's no longer underlining. So the first thing to do, I now have to make use of the streaming button. So I'm just gonna copy the code inside it and then get back to form. Which one? This is the button. Let me just make sure that is the correct one. If it's exactly is the correct one. So this button here, I'm gonna put this code here. Let me try to rename this button the way I put them here. You can see they are not underlined. They're underlined because they're not corresponding. Okay, this is how I rename this button. I'm going to explain to you how this code works. So basically, sorry, yeah, something is missing here. It should be like this so it can be complete. And then paste it. Should be fine now. Okay, basically, it means that whenever I click on the streaming button, and then this condition is going to be applied. So if it's not streaming, and then it is going to stream. So when it starts streaming, this button here, the button stream, which one? This button here will show a text saying that stop streaming. That which means that that button, I mean the stream is going on. So it's gonna show, it's gonna change from the value that is on this button to stop streaming because it will show that it is streaming actually. And then this button has to change the color. The text that is inside that button previously, as you can see, initially it's got black color of this text here on this button. So if the streaming is on, and then the text of that button is going to change from being black to white, okay? And the button itself will change the color. It will change from being gray. As you can see, this button's got gray color. Then it's gonna change, it's gonna go to red color, all right? So that is going to happen only if the streaming is going on. But if we stop streaming, this line here is going to be executed. That means that the button which was showing stop streaming will now show start streaming. And when it comes to color, the text box, the text of that button will get back to color, and then the color of that button, sorry, the text of that button will get back to black color, and the color of that button will get back to Gainsborough, which is this color here, which is close to gray. All right. So this is basically the use of this code. And then the next code, it's about the capture button, this button here. Let me just copy the text, the source code the way it is written, and then I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to explain to you. So I'm referring to this button here. All right. So what is going to happen is going to underline because it's not corresponding. Let me try to explain to you. Once you click on this button here, this button is going to capture the picture from uh, this picture box, and it will put that picture here. But to make things clear, I was supposed to name this group box so it can make sense. Let me rename it as streaming, and then we understand. All right. And then this one, I'll call it as capture. Then we're going to understand what we are talking about here. So basically, once we click on the capture, it's going to take the picture from it's going to take the picture that comes from the streaming picture box. It will send that picture to the capturing. All right. So let me do this. Let me copy the way I name this picture box, and then I'll come here. Okay. And then this picture box will send image to this picture box here for capturing, to this picture capture. All right, you can see stop underlining, which means that it's fine. Then the next code, it's about saving the informations, because after we manage to capture a picture, we have to actually, before saving that picture, let me try to launch this software. We see if it is working. Then if it's working, that is when we're going to do we're going to try to save picture into my computer. So let me launch. Okay, we can see initially there's nothing. Once you click on stream, oh, can you see, guys? It does not show me normally. It does not show me properly because there's something that I was supposed to do on my picture box here. So let me go fix it. So the image, it is not showing properly because I was supposed to do something. So you have two choices here. You can either click on this little arrow here, and then you come to a size model. You have to select zoom. If you don't do this, you can also select it, then you come all the way down here on size mode. It's the same thing. So it was normal. That is the reason why it was not putting my picture inside this box here. But after I change it from normal to zoom, now if I try to launch this software, it's gonna put my picture inside the box. Let me try to launch, and then go to stream. Definitely you can see now. You can see now that my face is inside the box. Let me try to put this webcam in a good position here. So now, guys, you can see now I start streaming. If I click on stream, the button here changed the color from gray, kind of gray, to green. It shows that now I'm streaming. But now if I need to capture, I'm gonna click on capture, and then it will take the picture that is on the streaming side, it will put it on the capturing side. All right, let me try to click on capture. Yeah, it's not showing, which means something is wrong. It was supposed to show. Okay, let me try to figure out what is going on here. So I saw the mistake. The mistake is coming from this side. According to the code that I put here, I'm declaring that the pictures that should show on the picture capture should come from picture capture, which is a mistake. The picture that should come, that should show on the picture capture should come from the picture preview. Okay, so I'm supposed to do this then instead. Okay, or picture streaming. Supposed to copy this, sorry, and then paste it here. I think this time around it should work. That's fine. Let me try to launch again the software. I'm going to start streaming and then click on capture. There we go. So same mistake again. The picture is not showing properly. So let me fix it. I'll go back to my phone. I'm gonna select this picture box and then change the size property. Instead of being normal, I'll go for zoom. It's going to force the image to be inside this picture box. Let me see now this time around. Okay, stream. You can see streaming. Let me look at the zoom. Let me look at the webcam. I click on capture. You can see now the picture is captured. So now we can see that the software is working, but there's one more thing that we need to do. Now we are able to stream and to capture, but now we also need to be able to save the to save the picture that we streamed and we capture. We need to save it into the computer that I am using. How do I go for that? Well, let me go on putting the code that will help us now to save the picture that we just captured from our screen to my computer. So I'm going to close here. So to make the video short one more time, I will just copy the code that I just created. Is this last one? Obviously, this one here. Let me just copy as it is. I'm going to explain to you what is going to happen anyway. So going to let me just close this under window here. Okay, so I click on save and then paste all this code here. So what is going to happen is that whenever this is picture capture, how did I name it? Let me just try to fix it quickly. It should be this one, picture capture. All right. Yeah, this is fixed. So basically this code here shows that this is a variable that we just named, that we just created. We name it as a save file dialog. So we are making use of a dialog box which will help us to save the picture that we just captured into our computer. Okay, so by clicking on this button, it's going to pop up a dialog box which will ask us to save that information into our computer, and that's it. And then we'll get this message that will say picture saved successfully. All right, so that is what is all about. But let me go on the last step, which is basically by coding this button here. I'll just say this dot close and then open and close parentheses. I think this is fine. Let me go to start. I'm going to launch the software and then I'll click on stream. You can see start streaming. Let me go to capture. The picture is captured and then I'll go to save. There should be a dialog box. This is the one. This is a dialog box. Now let me give a name to this picture. Let's call it Tata. Then I'm going to save it into my picture folder here. So let me click on save. I think you see a small window that says that picture saved successful, and look at what's happening. So while I've built this software in such a way that whenever I'm saving the information into the computer, anything else has to get frozen. So it has to stop from streaming, and then it's only after I'm done saving the picture into the computer that the streaming will get back. So let me go on OK. Now you can see that I'm back on streaming. And now I'm going to try to go to my computer to see if that image or those images that I just saved are really saved see if I can find them into my computer. There we go. Yes, you can see that I just created these pictures here. So thanks a lot, guys. If you like this video, I'll please ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to like my video and to turn on your notification bell on, so that next time if I drop a video, you're going to be alerted. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.